Hey everybody, this is Connor from The Usual Rush, and this will be my next gameplay commentary. And in this commentary, it is set to the game Mortal Kombat, which I decided to play with my friends today. And so the first game, or the first match rather, I unfortunately lose, even though I should have won. The second match, I win, and the third match, I lose, even though I should have won. That's okay, though. That's not the point of today's commentary. The point of today's commentary is the burning question that I've always wanted to ask people. Are you a racist? And now, I don't mean... there's different definitions of racism, or what people think is racism, rather. Some people think that making jokes using, like, racist stereotypes, like saying Asians are good at math, or black people like fried chicken, is racist. And I disagree with those people. I don't think that a racist stereotype that's being used as a joke is actually racist, because people know it's not true. People know that not every black person just loves KFC and not every Asian's good at math. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But I think that the real people who are racist are people who hate people because, for example, if I said I hate a black person because they're black, then that's racist, not I hate this person because of these qualities. And so I think that's the problem, and I think people have a hard time differentiating, especially the media nowadays, between what's actually racist and what's not. Because people act like these stereotypes are actually racist, when really it's only a joke that someone's saying, and they know it's not true. I mean, I've joked and said things like black people like fried chicken, and black people like grape drink, Asians are good at math, Asians can't drive, like that kind of thing. But it's a joke. I know those things aren't true. And it's meant as a joke, but I think people freak out and take it seriously. The other thing is, I think that, and for video purposes, I'm not going to say it, but a lot of people think that the N-word is offensive, especially when it's being used as a joke. But if it's being used as a joke, I don't understand how the word can be offensive. Even if you're just talking and you say, like, all my friends are white. So if I was joking around my friends and saying the N-word, I don't think that if another white person came over that they should be offended by it, because it's not directed towards them and it's being used as a joke. I actually have a black cousin, and I'm completely and racially tolerant. So I don't understand why people take these things out of proportion and take these like stereotypes out of proportion. And so that's the question for you guys today, which is, would you consider yourself a racist? Do you think racist stereotypes make people racist, or do you think that all of that's just a bunch of hoo-ha and it's stupid? I mean, like, what do you think? The second thing I am going to talk about today is Call of Duty Black Ops, and I just want to know from the people in my audience, the people who watch my videos, which I know isn't very big right now, my fan base, if they want to see more Call of Duty Black Ops videos, if they want to see Gears of War 2, I posted Gears of War 2 today, or if they want to see Mortal Kombat. Like, what do you guys want to see? Or what do you want me to do? Do you want me to post other people's clips? Do you want me to continue doing commentaries? Do you want me to post other people's commentaries? Just leave a comment in the space below telling me what you want to do. I would like to put up people's clips, friends' clips, and maybe I could make that like once a week thing. Like on this day I'll put up all these people's clips, or I'll make a montage. That's the other thing. I'm looking for someone who can edit my montages. If I have a bunch of community clips, if there's someone who can edit the montage, that would be great. I would love that. If you can do that, send me a private message, send me a friend invite, comment, or telling me that you can do this, because that would be much appreciated. And I'm sure my friends, other people who want to have their clips up on YouTube and on this channel would love if you could do that for us. I mean, and if you want your own clips included in this montage, then that's fine by me. I have no problem with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And so the third and final thing I am going to talk about is I don't know, actually. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to talk about Freddy Krueger as a Mortal Kombat character, because this gameplay is the Mortal Kombat, so I figure I'll talk about it. So in the beginning, when Mortal Kombat first came out, people were complaining that the PS3 had Kratos and that the Xbox 360 didn't have any other character. And so now they're releasing Freddy Krueger as a character, but it's going to be on both platforms. It's going to be on the PS3, and it's also going to be on the Xbox 360. I believe so, at least. I know they've released Kenshi, Rain, and Scarlet, 3 other characters, but now they're releasing Freddy Krueger. And there's a lot of people who aren't too happy about this, I guess I could say. They think that Freddy Krueger is a stupid character, and that they should have included someone else. I don't really have an opinion. I don't play Mortal Kombat that often, but I think I'm going to try to get back into it, and I'd like to post matches of me playing with my friends. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. He's an odd character choice to have as a character in this game, and I don't know. I mean, with the other characters, Kenshi and Scarlet and Rain, those were Mortal Kombat characters. At least I believe Rain was a Mortal Kombat character before, and so they're returning. But I don't know why exactly they're bringing Freddy Krueger into this series, because it just doesn't make any sense to me. But if you're a Mortal Kombat fan and you'd like to touch on the subject, please comment below telling me what you think. But that's the other thing too, is these characters that you can buy cost $5 a pop. For each character, $5, which I think is a bit ridiculous. I mean, it's one thing to have like a map pack where you're giving people these maps, and you're going to charge like $10 or $15, which I do still think is ridiculous. But a single character in a game that probably a big group of people aren't going to use. I mean, in the roster, there's plenty of characters that people don't use. I don't see people using Shiva, and I don't see, excuse me, and I don't see people, you know, like, using her and, like, a few other characters, but, like, why charge $5 for these characters? I mean, it's just one of those things where I feel like if they did it for free, maybe they could just add more spice to the game. I have no idea. I mean, people wouldn't play as them anyways, but the fact that you're charging $5 for it seems a bit ridiculous to me. It really does. I just don't understand. I think you're overcharging for it. So what I'm hoping is, and what I think they should do, is include all 4 of those characters, Freddy Krueger, Kenshi, Rain, and Scarlet, together in a pack and make it less than $20, because all the characters added up would equal $20. And I would pay for that. But the fact that each character alone is going to use $5 of my hard-earned money, I don't like that. I mean, and they're good characters. Like, I really want to play as Rain, and I really want to play as Kenshi, but I can't play as those characters if I'm going to have to spend $10 on them. $10, it's 1/6 of the game's price. So, I don't understand, like, just for 2 characters for that? And they're going to be characters that you're most likely only going to use online, because you can train with them, but there's no story involving them. There's nothing else involving them. So I think it's a bit ridiculous for the characters to be priced so high. It doesn't make any sense to me. But like I said, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan and want to see more, leave a comment in the section below. This video is about to come to a conclusion. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.